All right, so today you are going to look at impeachment, and this is perfect for the last day before we start work on our Lincoln trials, because we're going to be looking at historical examples of presidents overstepping their executive authority or abusing their power, from Andrew Johnson during the Reconstruction era to Donald Trump just this winter. So the thing that you're going to be submitting today, because this is not in your packet, is this document called Impeachment Then and Now. The first part, you're going to read an introduction just on your own. Read an introduction to the Constitution, the impeachment process, and historical examples of impeachment. So what exactly does it mean to impeach a president? Which does not mean the president is removed from office. It just means that the president is going to be put on trial for some high crime or misdemeanor. So the language that's in the Constitution is here for you, an explanation of what impeachment is, and then some historical examples. Andrew Johnson, Richard Nixon resigned before he could be impeached, and then Trump just this winter. Bill Clinton, and then Trump just this winter. So there are questions for you to write about each historical example of impeachment. And then think about why no president has ever been removed from office before. We've had 3 presidents impeached, but none have ever been removed from office. Then there's on page 5 and 6 more detail about how the impeachment process works. If you would rather use this video, it's a little more dynamic, you can do that to answer the questions that follow this reading on page 5 and 6. Most importantly, do you think a president can ever be impeached by this process? Will it ever happen if this process stays the same? Then you're going to look in more detail at the impeachment we saw just this winter. There are 2 sets of sources. One is anti-impeachment. All right, that's source set B is anti. And the other is pro-impeachment. That's source set A. So half of your group will look at source set A, supporting the impeachment of President Trump, and half of your group will look at source set B, which goes against the impeachment of President Trump. Then you'll fill out this table. Now there are helper questions for you here. These are not required of you to answer, but they're there in case you're having trouble reading through any of the sources. What you're going to do is fill out your row and then share it with the rest of your group. If you're working on your own, you can just read half of each source set, because it's important that you're not just looking at the sources that support the impeachment and those that go against it. Look at half of both to complete the whole table. Now, at the very end of this document, what you see here on page 7 and 8, this is just in case you see some names or words or phrases that you don't recognize in any of those source sets. This goes through and tells you who the pro-inquiry, like people who want to investigate Trump's phone call and want to try to impeach the president. Those who don't, gives you a little background on the Ukrainian president that Trump called in that very fateful phone call. If you want more information beyond what's in these source sets, there's a whole bunch of different sources linked here. So you can read the whistleblower complaint, you can read the transcript of Trump's conversation with the president here, and then if you go to these websites, there's a whole bunch of different links for you to click on for more information. But overall, you're just responsible for reading and answering the questions on page 4 and on page 6, and then filling out the table that's here on the second page 1, using source set A, pro-impeachment, and source set B, anti-impeachment.